Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Nivea and this is my art channel for my watercolor painting tutorials. So today's tutorial will all be about how to paint this Caladium leaf using watercolors. So grab your paintbrush and your paint and let's begin. Let's begin by drawing the leaf. It's just like drawing an elongated heart shape, and just make sure to not make the edges really straight and make some creases to make it look more realistic. The veins here are the pink veins of the Caladium leaf. Use wet on wet technique for the first layers of paint to ensure a smoother blending of colors. So starting from the center, drop a light wash of red paint and gently spread it throughout the leaf while the paper is wet. I'm using cadmium red here. I just diluted it with a lot of water to get this light wash of red. Next step would be to put more paint at the center and to all of the veins. If you notice that the paper has already dried, brush it again with clean water. Could only be where you need to put the paint. This is to make sure that the paint will spread out smoothly, especially for the veins. Here I'm adding more paint at the center because when the first layer dried, it looked lighter and more transparent, so I need to drop in some more paint. The same technique is applied for the green part of the leaf. It's just this time I did it by section. So I brushed clean water over this section of the leaf and added a light wash of green, spreading it gently towards the center. I used a mix of phthalo green and burnt sienna and added a bit of apple green. Here, just do the same process throughout all of the sections of the leaf. Next thing to do is go back to the center and veins and darken them. The way we painted the first layers for the veins is the same way to do here. Just brush clean water over the vein, then slowly spread out the paint. So the veins look like this after the second layer of paint. Next step is to darken the green part of the leaf, and the same process is used again. Just enjoy the process of layering colors and seeing the painting come to life. Add another layer of paint as needed because this layer will look lighter again when dried, especially that we are using wet on wet technique. Just do the same process too in all of the sections of the leaf. After darkening the green parts of the leaf, next step is to paint the veins using the same mix of red and water that we used for the first layers of paint. This just looks darker because we are now painting on dry paper. At this point, brush a light wash of red, concentrating at the center to indicate that this part is the deepest part of the leaf. Next, make the veins more defined only until half of the veins, using a more concentrated mixture of paint we used a while ago. This is again on dry paper. The following steps are actually just layering more paint and darkening the colors. Notice that this is still wet on dry technique. When you blend the colors, especially to avoid hard edges, just dip your brush in clean water, wipe the excess water and paint using a tissue, then use that damp brush to blend. This time I'm darkening this part of the leaf using a cooler green. I added more phthalo green and burnt sienna to the mixture. In the first layers I added apple green because I wanted to look warm, but for the darkest parts of the leaf I wanted to use a cooler green. I'm using the same cooler, darker green here and also starting to fix the edges of the leaf. By the way, if you have not subscribed yet, please do subscribe to my art channel, and also don't forget to like this video and tap the notification bell so you won't miss any of my new uploads. This time, darken the veins again using a more concentrated mix of red added with a tiny amount of burnt umber. Darken the center part again, this time using wet on dry technique. Like what I've said, just dip your brush in a clean water and wipe the excess water or paint on a tissue, then you can blend the colors smoothly. Or you may also use a separate damp brush if you want. I mixed the darker green for the veins at the sides of the leaf. Just mix phthalo green and burnt umber and put just a tiny amount of water. For the veins inside of each section of the leaf, dilute your mix of green with water and paint a zigzag line at the center of the section and connect the smaller veins from it. And we're at the last part. Just add a darker mix of red and burnt umber at the center and that's it. Thank you so much guys for watching this tutorial. Please don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and share. See you in my next videos. Goodbye!